my husband, he and I started our business in agriculture about 15 years ago, and that became Stemple Creek Ranch. We raise our own cattle. We have a grass-fed, grass-finished beef cattle operation. Loren is a fourth-generation rancher here in Tamales, and I think that's both a blessing and a curse. You know, there's a sense of pressure, I think, of carrying the history and the family legacy forward.
We have a legacy that my dad started of taking care of the land, and it was really towards the end of his ranching career that he started fencing the riparian areas and planting trees. And water quality got better, but it also really boosted bird life and biodiversity on the ranch. And it also helped us realize that when we rest certain pastures, we grow a lot more forage. That's where the baseline came, and I started looking at things differently. Since then, we've fenced off 5 miles of riparian corridor on the ranch. We've planted over 10,000 trees. Now there's about 50 types of migratory birds that use the creeks and the streams. The water's clear when it leaves the ranch, and that's our goal. We don't want erosion. And really, it made me double down and focus on the soil, because the soil is the most important part of our whole business. Originally, I always thought that we were grass farmers. You know, we would spread manure on the pastures, there would be lots of nitrogen, the grass would grow, and we would harvest it with the cattle, and we'd turn it into milk, meat, protein, whatever we would sell. And now what I've really realized is we're soil farmers. We're really got to take care of the soil, and we need a living root in the ground year-round so that photosynthesis happens. Photosynthesis is the only thing free that we get. We get the nature's sun that shines down on these plants, and if there's a living plant, it'll absorb that sun. We only get rain for 6 months out of the year. So in order to keep our ranch green longer, we need lots of diversity of different species. We're looking at chicory, and it's got a purple flower, and the pollinators love it, but we also need more carbon in the soil. And photosynthesis is going to create carbon. Living roots are going to create carbon. Soil cover is going to create carbon. It's good for the environment because we're going to have more green forages growing longer that we can harvest with the cattle and generate more pounds of beef that we can sell and generate more revenue per acre. And now it's the driving force behind our whole business is first do what's right for the soil, and then everything else is going to get taken care of. For us, rotational grazing is we're trying to mimic Mother Nature, what she did coming across the Great Plains with thousands and thousands of bison. We want the cattle to eat the grass in front of them, stomp on the grass below them, poop on the grass behind them, and then hopefully stimulate perennial plants and soil life so that we can come back around and graze it again in 6 months or sooner, and at the same time sequester a lot of carbon, pull the CO2 from the atmosphere, store it in the soil, and have lots of biodiversity. So I'm just trying to spread that excitement to other ranchers and other agriculturalists and my legacy kids and family and employees, anybody that wants to be part of this and learn. And we're far from perfect. We make mistakes every day, and we're still learning and adapting and changing. And there's more and more people trying to do some of the things that we're doing to follow in Aldo's footsteps of trying to make the place better than we found it.